Well, hi there. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Terry, and you know what? I'm headed over to my kitchen to make a pumpkin pie. Why don't you come on over and join me? Showed you, I'm just using this kind, just following the recipe for the famous pumpkin pie on the back. And I've mixed all my dry ingredients: sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves. I think that's about it. Salt in there. Got that ready to go. Take 2 of these, 4 eggs, and the pie filling. So, first I beat my eggs. Put in the pumpkin. There we go. Just gonna stir it up again. We're supposed to have our oven preheated for 425, which it already is. So we've got an oven heated to 425, and we're gonna put this in for 15 minutes and then reduce the temperature. And I'm gonna show you a little trick I do after the 15 minutes. But first we'll pour this in and we'll get it in the oven. stretched out, I'm gonna get messy. So I specialize in. Just fill that to about there. Looks good to me. Just kind of turn it around. Might have filled that a little too full. And then I just do this gently. Can you see those little bubbles on the top? See that? When you do that, it kind of helps bring them to the surface and pops them. Or if it brings them to the surface once it starts to bake, they'll pop. There. I'm gonna put it in the oven and we'll check it in 15 minutes. It's not gonna be done in 15 minutes, you'll see. Now the timer went off for 15 minutes. We brought it out of the oven. See, this has just started to firm up, the crust. And now we're gonna protect it to keep it from getting too dark. It doesn't tell you to do this on the recipe can. I've just learned this over the years. It helps. If you don't like burnt crust, some people like things very dark and crunchy. I don't. Kind of did this too big. Just cut this strip off to the length you need. Take it around. Still a little too long. Like that. Let's try to crimp it together there. If you do this when you first put it in the oven and your dough is soft, your crust won't look pretty anymore. You'll have mushed it down. I did that before too. So now, most important thing, we've turned the oven down to 350 like the can said to. You don't want to leave it at the 425 or you're gonna have a burnt pumpkin pie. So you turn it down to 350 and we put it back in for another 35 to 45 minutes, I think it says. So, make sure this is tucked good. Sometimes when you slide it on the rack, it can pull it off. So back in the oven she goes. So any leftover foil, of course, don't waste it. You just save it. I have a drawer in the bottom of my oven and just put it in there. You never know when you're gonna come up short and you're gonna need a piece for a baked potato. I just checked my pumpkin pie after 30 minutes and you see how that knife comes out? If it comes out a little bit goopy like that, it's not done yet. So we're gonna give it another 5 and check it again. And then if we have to, another 5 and check it again. And it's probably better if it's a little overbaked than underbaked, because you don't want a runny raw pumpkin pie, right? You just gotta watch it very carefully, because different ovens are different. And I believe it's done. Looky, looky. Now, excuse my dirty oven. The slices in it are from all the times I checked it. It took about a total, I think, of 45 minutes. And you're supposed to put it in, and it's still a little, let's see. That's coming out pretty clean though. See that? So I think it's done. And I like to cook in glass pie plates. You don't have to, I cook in metal too, but it I can look at the bottom too and see how it's doing there, make sure. Let's take this off, make sure our crust doesn't look a little too anemic. I think it looks pretty good. Can you see that? I can't really tip it for you. Nom, nom, nom. Sometimes it will get a little juice on the edges or a little cracking. That's okay. It's gonna taste yummy. See, it's got kind of a firmness to it. That's gonna just set here and cool. I would show you what it looks like, but I can't till tomorrow. We're gonna let it cool.